I'm going to discuss something that's become an issue and that has actually been an issue for a very long time. What I'm going to inform you about is how stress during pregnancy affects the pregnancy and the child after birth, but not just after birth. When a woman gets stressed during her pregnancy, it can have a negative and often unhealthy effect on the infant before and after birth, and even throughout its lifetime, even into adulthood. These effects are actually really important, and they're very detrimental. Stress is something we don't realize has such a high impact on our lives. Some of the effects during pregnancy is that what happens is a hormone is released. Now, the fetus takes cues from the mother, from all of these different hormones and chemicals, to determine how it's going to develop and when it's going to develop specific parts within the bounds of its genetic makeup. Something that can also occur is intrauterine infection, which is very unhealthy for both mom and baby. The fetus develops for a high stress environment and is at greater risk for other stress-related pathologies. High levels of stress cause preterm birth, which is birth prior to 37 weeks, and even low birth weight, and this occurs with 1 in 10 women. Preterm birth can essentially then lead to chronic lung disease, developmental delays, infant mortality, and learning disorders. Also, something else that occurs is infant depression and irritability. The infant has a very low tolerance to tune out repeated stimuli. So watching TV while the infant's asleep makes it a very irritable baby. It can't adapt to that. These effects even go through the childhood, through schooling, even into adulthood. Some of these other effects that follow the infant is lower IQ levels. Sometimes they're not much lower than the average child, but they are lower, which then indicates a learning difficulty, and also behavioral disorders will also be a big factor with that. Children become unruly, they don't want to listen, they misbehave despite all the guidance in the world. And as they grow into adults, they can develop other physical problems, such as heart disease, and that's a really big issue right now, as well as high blood pressure, diabetes. Diabetes can also come from the low birth weight. All of these cause such a horrible problem for the infant from even before birth. It's an issue that definitely is something we need to be aware of. It can cause so many problems. It's even been linked to autism. And one of the things is it's very difficult to figure out where a lot of these disorders come from. Stress can definitely be a factor. Stress can cause many of these attributes. And with the infant at such a young developmental stage, having an issue adapting to the stress from the mother throughout its life, it has a problem with adapting later on. It becomes a hardship. It's not easy. All of these problems can be avoided if the mother can learn to manage her stress. So basically, in this instance, a happy mom does truly make for a very happy baby, or in this case, a happy mom to be. Thank you.